One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. Hope everybody's doing well out there today. I really do. So we're gonna get right into it as usual, man. Hip hop or rap music. Rap music is crap music, man. It is crap music. And you say, well, why do you call it crap music? Well, I got many reasons why I call it that. And what I can start off with is look at all the destruction that it has caused. It has caused nothing but destruction in the black community when you really think about it. It has influenced a lot of people to do the wrong things. It has influenced a lot of people to not trust each other. It has influenced a lot of people into bad activities. That's what it has done. It has put a lot of people in the graveyard. It has put a lot of people in jail. It has brought down the self-esteem of a lot of people. It has made a lot of people look at life totally wrong. That's what it has done. I'm not saying it hasn't always been crime. I'm not saying it hasn't always been all of these things, but it has never been at the level that it's at right now. It's never been at this level. It's at a high level. And it's the influence of the music. There is nothing to counter this music. As far as I'm concerned, it should be banned. It should be banned. People should get together and go against that type of music. That's what should happen. But will that happen? I seriously doubt it. Because it's a shame to watch people celebrate their demise in a song. See, what we do in our community is we say we love each other. We love each other. We love black people. We got each other's best interests in mind. But yet we dance to the demise of ourselves. That's what we're doing. When you hear a rap song, what is it talking about? Everything of destruction and degeneracy is all that's going on in that song. I remember it used to be a time when those songs were positive songs. You could turn it on and you felt good when you listened to it. You wanted to do some positive stuff. You wanted to be a part of something positive. That's how it used to be. But then something happened. They turned it gangster. And then you brought the street life to the music. And then what you think happened with that? It encouraged people to be more street. It encouraged people to be more violent. Because that music made you feel like you could do it. Because that person you was rapping to you made you feel like you could be just like them. And they wouldn't even like that themselves. That's the strange thing about it, right? That's where it puts this community at. The black community is what I'm talking about. Looking crazy as I don't know what right now. And you can't do nothing about it because when you speak on it, what people do when you speak on it, people get in their feelings. You a sellout. They call you all these names because you wanted something better for the community. How low of a person can you be to try to call somebody a sellout but try to uplift the people? See, what you used to, the uplifting you used to, it used to cost you money. Meaning they want you to give them something for trying to uplift you. This is free. To better the community, it's free. It don't cost no money. Because the people that you need to reach really don't have a lot of money in the first place. But this the music that they're listening to. This the music that their kids listening to. This the music that their kids can sing every single lyric to. Before they even start school, they know a whole rap song about twerking, selling drugs, and unaliving people. They can tell you all about it. And you don't think that's hitting the subconscious mind? You don't think that's going to have some influence later on? Well, you're absolutely wrong, because it will. You put a child already in an environment that's bad. You add the music on top of it, you got a recipe for disaster. You got a recipe for a disaster. It ain't nobody doing nothing about it. But what will happen is, like this, what just happened to Sonya Massey, that'll get all kind of attention. I don't rest in peace to her, but that gets all kind of attention. And that's a rare occasion that even happens. But that can get all kinds of attention. But the things that happen in our community every day that's really affecting the community, nobody talks about. The rap music has convinced men to look at women in a degrading way. And what happens when you start looking at women in a degrading way? The women will start to degrade themselves because they believe that's the way to get a man. Now they done got to the point where they don't even want one. But the degrading thing is when you make songs putting women down. You make songs putting yourself down. You make songs putting everybody down. And we dance to it. We sing to it. We do everything to it. We ride around bumping it. And you don't think, it's like affirmations. They keep going in your mind. You start living it out. Now, not saying everybody's going to go out here and start joining gangs and stuff, but if you're already in a gang environment and you hear this music talking about it and glorifying it and showing you all the money that they supposed to be making, you're gonna try to go that route too. You got a better chance of graduating high school and graduating college than you do building a rap career. And then the music that you have to make in order to be successful, it has to be degrading music. You can't make nothing positive and be successful because our community has got to the point where we don't want to hear nothing positive no more. We have no more morals. We have no more character. We don't want to hear nothing but something that's belittling and degrading. If you do something positive, you're going to be lame. If you talk this certain way, you're lame. If you dress this certain way, you're lame. Nobody wants to deal with you. That's what's going on right now. That's what's happening right now. This rap music needs to be banned. I ain't gonna call it hip hop because hip hop means higher infinite power healing our people. That came from Professor Griff. That's the first time I ever heard that was through him. And Professor Griff used to be a part of Public Enemy back in the day. That's what hip hop used to do. It was higher infinite power healing our people. That ain't happening no more. It's sending people to jail now. It's sending people to the graveyard now. It's got people selling drugs now. And then they holding money to their ear. They showing you all this money. They talk about something a life they're not living. They're not living that life they're telling you about. They telling you to go and sell drugs. They're telling you to get your kids out there and sell drugs. They're telling you to stay in the hood. Don't never leave the hood. They love the hood. But yet they don't live in the hood. They live over there somewhere in a $300,000-$400,000 house. Some of them. The bigger stars. The bigger stars are making some money. I ain't gonna say they're not. But they living over there. Their kids going to the nice school. Their kids getting a nice education. Their kids ain't living in the hood. Their kids ain't going through what your kids going through. But yet your kids listen to them thinking that that's how they living. And your kids want to be just like you probably did. You probably want to be like them too. But that's another problem we got in our community. The men and women ain't growing up. We stopped growing. It's like, what's it called? Arrested development is what we have right now. We don't have no grown people out here. We got a bunch of adult children. Ain't nobody trying to be grown no more. Because of the music, all the women up in age trying to dress like the rap video. Or trying to dress like, trying to dress like the younger people dressing. You can't tell the difference no more. And the same with the men. You can't tell the difference. You don't know who is what anymore because unless they gray like me. But everybody trying to look like ain't nobody growing up. When I was a kid, you could tell the older men from the younger men for the most part. At least my grandfather, when he got up in age, he was even before that he was wearing suits. Everywhere he worked on a farm, but after on the weekends you would never know that because he put on a suit. He was a grown man. But out here today, we ain't trying to be grown no more. Everybody want to stay young forever. Well, guess what? Okay, you ain't gonna stay young forever. You can stay young in your mind and stuff like that, but I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna even say in your mind. You can stay young. You can keep your body young in appearance, but your mind needs to grow up because we need more people banding together to do something about this. I mean, we don't even know what's going on in the community, in these communities. Most people don't even live in the communities no more. You know what I'm saying? Don't even live in the communities no more. So you lost touch with what's going on. I don't live in the communities no more, but I ain't lost touch. I know I'm not blaming nobody in the community, but I know that music is devastating. And I can, I speak on it because I remember I used to make music, and I was about positive rap. And then all of a sudden, even me got influenced. I changed up my style. I started talking that nonsense. And I wish I had never done that. Wish I had never ever made them songs. I didn't feel good about them songs at all. But I did it because of a group that I was in. And I just wish I had never done that. I wish I had kept it on a positive note, because that's who I am. I ain't really that type of person. That wasn't me. But I was doing it because that's what I thought that I should be doing. And that was wrong with me. So I'm saying it needs to be banned. It's a person who make music. I say it should be banned. At least that type. Everybody should band together and go against that rap crap. Now we got the women even doing it now. It used to be a time when the women wasn't doing that. They wasn't rapping like that. Now the women doing it. Listen, look at this. Looking at what these women doing, and look at the ones they putting out front for us to listen to. Look at the songs that's making the radio on mainstream radio. WAP was on not too long, a couple years ago. That was like a hot song. WAP was a hot song on the radio. I know it don't seem like much now, but back then when I was coming up, man, you would never hear nothing like that played on the radio. Not to the point where you knew what they was talking about. They spoke in so much code back then. A young person couldn't figure it out. You didn't really understand it until you got older. That ain't happening no more, because ain't no censorship. You know what they talking about right off the rip. This stuff gotta go. It's influencing people that don't need to be influenced in that matter. If you living in poverty and they tell you this the way out to make this kind of rap music, or the music convincing them to go out and be violent, that's easy to do to them, because they can't. That's the only option they're given. But if somebody could give them another option and show them, hey, look, you don't gotta go that route. You can go this route. You don't gotta rap. You're more successful going out here, going to school and getting a job and making more money doing that long term than you will rapping, because rapping got a short career. And most of them gonna be broke by the time they're done with it anyway. There ain't no retirement in that. There ain't no longevity, because in the black community, we don't listen to rappers after a certain age. Rappers are young sport in the black community. Other genres can do it forever. Not in this community. We don't let older rappers still be hot. So they're taking a risk. And they don't have the right people around them. They partying, women. They ain't doing that serious with the money. It need to go. I don't know if anybody else is talking about it, but I'm saying it need to go. We've had enough of it. It's time for it to go. And if you listen to it, then you supporting the demise. If you buying it, you supporting the demise of the community, because that's what you're doing. I think everybody should be against it, because you can't tell me one thing about it right now in 2024 that's positive about it. You can't tell me one thing. I'm not gonna stop talking about this. I might even put together something. I don't know. I don't want to speak too soon and say something that I might not do, but I'm thinking about doing something bigger than just a YouTube video. It needs to go. It's a lot of things that need to be cleaned up in this community for this thrive. Before this, if you go back in history and you look at what we were doing prior to all of this nonsense music, it's doing much better. And please don't ever come tell me that music don't have no influence on what's going on right now, when it actually does. It needs to go. And I hope each and every one of you understand where I'm coming from, because it's nonsense. The music is nonsense. And feel free to comment below and tell me what you think. Do you agree with what I'm saying, or you think, oh, am I off? Do you agree that this music is trash and degenerate? Do you agree with me on that? And if you do, comment below and let me know. And if you don't, comment below and let me know what you think. Because I don't know, man. Maybe I'm the only one who think like this. Maybe it's just me. I don't really know. But y'all let me know what's going on. Y'all take care. One love to the humble.